team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try to power their way ahead. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Pierre. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Back to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Hauls it in down the sideline. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Let's it fly. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll go back to work on offense. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. snagged in the middle. It's Berry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Connection to the right. There he goes. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Catch in the middle, it's Pierre. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Pierre. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. Left inches short. 4th down coming, and man, did he empty the bag. Spin, juke, jump, jive, you name it. He tried everything. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's McMillan. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's McMillan. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American.
And the returner will be brought down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. off the play fake. Fires deep on the run. He's got it. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Past the 20. Touchdown.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense set on first down. Gonna run it. It's McMillan. Fighting off the defender.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. And into the end zone for a touchdown. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll run it. Running to Green. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Powers through. Breaks it. Just dismissing tackles. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
The offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Motion from the wideout. A first down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense lining up quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McMillan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Snags it down the right side. And it's in for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Caught over the middle. It's Pierre. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pierre. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're dealing with a second and long. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 27. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll get rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly on the move. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Finds his target down the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Looking for a push on fourth down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll try to pound their way in. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. They'll run the sneak for it. The sneak scores it.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Arkansas State.
On the ground, it's McMillan.
Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw on 3rd. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker. It's Berry. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Pierre. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Maddox. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
No, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it on the outside. Breaks into the open. Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. It looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Fires to the big fella. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Looking for space. It's Pierre. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. On 1st down, here comes this offense. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.